Hi guys, and welcome to the Sunderland vs Doncaster match review. So, firstly I'd like to just congratulate Doncaster. I feel like they deserved it over the course of the game. They took their chances. But Sunderland, the performance was nowhere near good enough. Now before I do dig into the lads, because that's exactly what I'm going to fucking do in this video, I just want to very quickly just skim over the positives. The positives being, of course, I did go up to the game today. Literally on the whim, I just thought this morning, I thought, I'll go up and I'll watch. You know, we've got 38,000 going today. Defoe's making his return. We're playing Doncaster, who I've previously said, you know, they're the worst side I've seen so far. That they've just come off a battering themselves, and how we did, but still, and I just thought, what could go wrong? It'll be a good 3 or 4-0 win. Defoe may be getting on the score sheet as well, and it'll be class. My God, was I wrong. My God, was I wrong. The performance that they shipped in today was absolutely fucking unforgivable. It was shocking. It really was shocking. But yeah, the fans were class. The fans were class. I met so many of you guys as well, which was, again, that was class. But the performance just didn't meet the expectations of everyone else. You know, you think the momentum, of course, we got battered last weekend against Bolton 6-0. But after everything that happened, of course, with the second Lee Johnson, you know, there's rumours around Roy Keane, you know, Jermaine Defoe coming back with that crazy deadline day. I felt like everything had just turned, you know, everything had taken a turn. There was so much positivity, but those players need to look at themselves. And they you know, after that performance, they had their heads down. I'm thinking, no, get your fucking heads up. You're the only people to blame here. Don't look like you're so fucking hard done by. The attitude needs to change in this club. It needs to change with these players. Because, you know, the likes of Lee Johnson, what he was probably very, very good at was praising these players and heaping praise on the players when they play well. But when they go a goal down or 2 goals down or if we lose a game, he did not know how to fire a rocket up their arses. And that's how, when we lose a game, we lose another, and then maybe another, and then draw a game we maybe should have won. And that is where the streaky Lee Johnson comes from. And that is why we need someone like Roy Keane to stick a rocket up these fucking players' arses. Because that was dreadful out there today. I've seen some people online trying to stick up for them somewhat by saying, oh, but they made chances. Whether we made chances or not, you're playing bottom of the fucking league. Do you know what I mean? We didn't make chances. We made half chances here and there. Opening 10 minutes, we were half decent. We were half decent at best. But once Doncaster realised what we were doing, we didn't have a plan B. We still have this Lee Johnson infrastructure and system within them. And that's why we need someone like a Roy Keane or just anyone else. So, of course, someone who fits the club and fits the bill, like, of course. But we need another manager with fresh ideas and to instill a better attitude than this shit. Because, like I say, 10 minutes into the game, we looked half decent. We're working it neatly down the wings and then working the ball into the box. Made a couple of chances. Then Doncaster, because they're clever, they quickly realised, OK, they keep going down the wings. We'll push them out wider. And that's when you like to Gooch and whoever you've got on the other side. On the left-hand side, maybe Embo or whoever goes on the left-hand side. At that time, Pritchard might push over. You know, it was really easy for them to deal with because they pressed them out, and then that was it. Once that was done, once they combat that, our one and only fucking plan after 10 minutes, we had jack shit, nothing. The amount of times I saw Pritchard literally come so deep to collect the ball just to give it back to Bart or just to give it back to Doyle. Embo was doing the same. In fact, no, fucking Embo weren't doing that. He was running around doing jack shit for 9 times out of 10. Well, I was looking at Embo and he was just drifting between the lines, not even asking for the ball, no urgency. Pritchard, to be fair, he did have the urgency, but then when he did go and collect the ball, he did jack shit with it. Dan Neil, you know, as much as I love Dan Neil, you know, sometimes he plays himself into a bit of trouble. To be fair to Dan Neil, when he is playing these passes, and a big thing for me today is there was just so many freaking sideways passes and at a freaking snail's pace. At least Dan Neil was trying to ping these diag balls constantly, and he was trying to work something out. But then you've got Evans again. He's fucking useless. What does he bring to the side? He is not my Sunderland captain. He is not a Sunderland captain, and I will scream that until the fucking cows come home. Because he is not a Sunderland captain, not a chance in hell. He is so unbelievably shit. You've got Pritchard, Embo, and Evans constantly cancelling each other out because they keep on coming deep to collect the ball off Doyle or Bart. They keep on coming deep for it, so they're leaving us with nothing up top. And then when they do collect it from deep, they do nothing with it. A sideways pass or backwards, it was fucking terrible. It was so unbelievably poor. There was no one with a little bit of intelligence to look up and run at them, ask questions of them. After that first 10 minutes, it was literally as if, when we got the ball, if you see a Doncaster player in front of them, they were just like, oh no, oh, this is a hurdle we can't get past. What do we do? come on, guys, what do you expect me to... Backwards we go. Are you fucking kidding me? Run at them. Ask a question of them. Make them think. Work them. That's what you're paid to do, man. It was a fucking joke. And don't get me started on the word predictable, because that is how I'm going to sum up this performance. After the first 10 minutes, we were so unbelievably predictable, so easy to read. Fair play to Doncaster because they did defend well, but we didn't even ask any questions of them, like I say, because we were so unbelievably predictable. And it's Lyndon Gooch who is the absolute, he epitomises that fucking word, Lyndon Gooch. The amount of times he got down that right-hand side, he didn't take on their left-back once, did not beat him once. My God, he fucking tried, doing that same little shimmy, dropping the shoulder and try and go the right-hand side. He did it time and time again and lost the ball every single time. The one time he did what he should have done, because he could not beat that left-back for the life of him. He could not beat him. So the best thing you can do in that situation is play the ball in early, because there's no point. If you can't beat him, play it in early. Be a bit more clever. Think about it. And the first time he did that was in like the 85th minute, and we nearly got on the end of it and we made a chance. That was the only contribution Lyndon Gooch had. He was like almost time wasting, Lyndon Gooch, in the fucking 30th minute. He was that slow, and he slows us down so badly, and he stops the play that I could literally accuse him of time wasting, because he was that unbelievably poor. But yeah, so you've got like Hoffman as well, who I think was awful, atrocious as well. He didn't command the box, spilling the ball constantly. They deserved their goal. Literally, all it took for their first goal was literally just one little through ball. It was literally just one hoof ball up the top, straight through the middle. Where the fuck is our defence? Bart and Doyle nowhere to be seen. One of the keepers beat him. It's just, like I say, fair play to Doncaster, but we were just predictable, slow, and it took until, I think it was about 25 minutes left, or however long it was, when Clark come on. He was fantastic. He was fantastic because he was the first player on the pitch to actually run at them. And he did. And sometimes you lose the ball. I get it. But at least show a little bit of invention, a little bit of courage to get at them. And he did. 9 times out of 10, I think he probably beat his man over 3-4 times since you come on the pitch and broke down to the byline and got balls in the box. That's what we needed the entirety of the game. But we persisted with Embleton and fucking Gooch on the other side. Absolute shite. It was so shit. It really, really was. But then you've got the new lad as well. Jay Matete, he absolutely changed the game when he came on. I think he was absolutely frigging phenomenal. I really did. Sorry, really did, not dud. I really did think he was great. He was so, so good. But because what he was doing, he was coming deep, like Pritchard tried to, like Evans tried to, like Embo tried to. But he would come deep, collect it, and he would be rapid, spin, go, and he'd ask questions, run at them, and he'd drive through the middle like Daniel used to, but now he's somehow fucking forgot how to do it for some reason. But he was doing it time and time again, and he changed the game, and everything looked so much more positive with these players on the pitch, like Clark, Matete as well, who came on, like I say. And that's what we needed from the start. I think we really needed that from the start, or at least at half-time. Because I get it, some of these are new lads, embed them in a little bit, but we don't have time. We do not have time to start fucking around and saying, oh no, but we might start him in a few weeks. He's a young lad. You can see he's got it now. Get Gooch off the fucking pitch. Embo shouldn't be starting either. Pritchard, he does have it in the locker, but he's had a bad game today. Evans, he should not be on the fucking pitch. He should be nowhere near the stadium, let alone the fucking pitch. Shite. Utter shite. So we need someone to come in. I'm hoping it is Roy Keane. Like I say, a lot of people are saying to me, or some people were saying to me when I was at the ground today, they were saying at half-time, because obviously, everyone's got a bit of a temper on them at this time at half-time. We're 2 goals down, which I get. And a lot of people are saying that these players, it's a mid-table side. I don't agree with that. I do not agree with that at all. I think this side, on paper, is capable of going up. Defensively, that's why we look very, very poor. Going forward, on paper, which I know is such a cliche thing, but on paper, we should be doing a hell of a lot better than we are. We should be wiping teams. But you need the system, the attitude and the application, and the players don't have that. And there's no excuse from the players now. You can't blame Lee Johnson. Yes, they're still playing in the sort of residue of Lee Johnson's system, because that's what the coaches are still going to do. Do you know what I mean? That's what the coaches like Proctor there, they're still going to be using the same sort of format as what Lee Johnson's doing. So we need someone to come in with new ideas, but also instill the right attitude. Because the attitude from those players today was fucking abysmal. They were pathetic. They really were pathetic. So yeah, well, I'm hoping it's Keno who comes in charge and just gives them a fire up the arse, and then we just see a bit of passion and a bit of grit, because all I saw was a bunch of soft twats that got bullied by a better, more organised Doncaster side. So fair play to them again. Absolutely fair play to them. But that's it, guys. I know this was much of a review. Probably didn't make sense. Probably contradicted myself a million times, but I'm just fucking fuming. I know people have it worse off than me in terms of how long it takes you to get to the game, but It took me 3 hours to get there. It was nearly 4 hours on the way home as well. And, when you win a game, or at least you play well, that drive home is so much easier. But that was the most fucking miserable drive home I've ever had. Ever had from the stadium. And I've drove up there so many times in my life. And that was fucking miserable. Utter misery. Then I had to come home and sit here. And no, I don't have to. I'm not just feeling sorry for myself, guys. But, fucking hell. Like the video, please. That'd be massively appreciated. I'm sorry I keep on saying fucking. But, I don't know. But, yeah. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Stay jammy. And I'll see you in a bit.